WoT in the news. Hi guys, and welcome to What's in the News. And we've got a mini What's in the News today, showing you the current changes to the Supertest maps that have been done. And this is for the Airfield map, which, to be honest, I really don't like and don't play. It's one of my two banned maps. And Fisherman's Bay, which is a map that I actually don't mind, but I've fallen into one particular trap on that map, particularly as I've been playing like the Tier 8 Heavy, the Tiger 2, on the NA server, and you get bottom tier on that map quite a lot for some bizarre reason. So I've been playing a lot of games on that map and doing one particular thing, and I won't be able to do that anymore. So should we crack on and see what the changes are meant to be? Greetings, commanders! The Airfield map is going to the Supertest to undergo some tests and changes. The central area has been worked on the Airfield map. Now it is better suited for playing in heavily armoured vehicles, since more firing positions have been added, along with more cover from SPGs. So that's this area, I believe. The encounter area is now located in the centre of the map, which helps balance the shoot-through ranges. That, I think they're believing, is here. And the position for the light tanks has been improved, along with gameplay variety in this direction. Gameplay variety. Yeah, so that's those three areas. So this big area has been... So this is where you basically go in a heavy tank and get shot by artillery every single game. This it was kind of... Medium tanks would hang around here, wouldn't they? Zoom in a bit. Medium tanks would hang around here and here and here and here. So they've not actually touched this area. They've just done something here. And they've put some stuff up here for light tanks. Right. Well, yeah, because a light tank would never get that far. It'd stop at this bush or that bush or that bush. Because otherwise it was knackered. Right, so let's have a look and see what they've done. So this is Area 2 by the look of it. So that's how it was. And that's how it is. Or is that this bit? Well, no, that's this. Well, it's kind of both, isn't it? So they've removed a few bits of cover here and here. Well, not that one. It's just this one. They've opened out this area and they've opened out a path here to get to the middle. Lost a bush, a wall there. Removed a rock there. That's going to get shot more by TDs from there and up there, isn't it? So that opens that area up to me. So people are going to go there less, I think. I'm not sure I like that change. What's next? I know this is the middle area, which as it was. So this is the bit where you'd line up here, and you get shot by heavy tank. You get shot by artillery and TDs from everywhere. So what have they done to this? They've opened it up, moved it back, and made it a bit certainly higher. So you've now got cover from the TDs that are all going to be up here and up here, along here. So you don't have to drive to here and poke out and get shot by everything that's up there. This actually seems higher on the other side as well. Look, because we can't see this area, we can't see that rock. These are significantly higher. It looks like there's a bit of an alcove to dip into there. Yeah, no, so this bit here is there, isn't it? Or is it there? I think it's there. Yeah, it's there because this is now higher as well. Again, not sure. I mean, we look at the map now. That's the middle, isn't it? So you'd get to there, wouldn't you? And fight and fight. Be interested to see what they've done around here. Should we have a look? So you get to this is the middle now. This area is bigger for sure. It's nearly as big as this area. Whether it's got bushes on it, as the same sort of bush. I mean, the entire point was people would always rush to get here. Because it was such a good, you could shoot the back, you could shoot across. having opened this area up, I don't think this position is going to be as good as it was. Let's go back anyway, carry on. So this is what was the middle area where you'd be fighting. Heavies from the left would be this way, heavies on the right would be that way. People never really went up there because you tended to die. That's now been made bigger, so let's have a look. Yeah, you see now they've significantly altered this. This isn't going to be as good. Here, for a start, there's only a line of bushes there, matched by that side, plus a rock. This is now more central, and there's a lot of space, and there's a lot of new cover down here. Look. I mean, before there was a rock, now there's ruins, lots of rocks, and a building, a hangar. See, there's actually a hangar on this side as well, which there wasn't before. That's quite a significant amount of cover added on that side. So this area should be quite evened out. What Artie will make of it, because these are all significantly higher rocks than were on the previous version. Yeah, what Artie will do with that, I don't know. So yeah, there's the old overlooking that position again, and then there's that. So they've not changed much over here. Just added that building, thinned the rocks out there. I mean that. Yeah, I think this could be a better play area now. And as they've kind of opened this up, I mean, it doesn't look so bad from that one, does it? I mean, there's a bush there. The addition of this path, I just don't see. Because before you would have just gone like that or like that, but now they've opened up this path, and I don't see it. But anyway, yeah, this area here looks so much better, so much better. And then this is the area at the top in the middle where this was just like no man's land. No one ever went here. You'd go behind a rock and you'd get shot. You'd literally get shot. They've now put lots more rocks in. Yeah, look at that. That's so much better. They've actually taken that back as well, made that give you a bit more space. Yeah, that's a lot better for tanks. So you're going to get stuff going, trying to get to these rocks, which would probably be light tanks, maybe some faster TDs. But there's still not a lot of... Ooh, there's still not a lot of bus... Well, there's more bushes. There's bushes there and bushes there. Again, asymmetrical, totally symmetrical. Wargaming map designers doing what they do. Well, there we go. So overall, what do I think of these changes on Fisherman's Bay? Well, I don't like the map anyway. It's one of the maps I've got banned. But I think these map changes will probably change the game, the way the maps play. Before, you used to get this spot here was a pretty good spot, but you're still going to get campers camping in base here and on the equivalent side up there. This area here is going to be less important. Maybe people will start pushing down the beach more, which will be an interesting to see whether people actually do. I mean, these spots can still defend the beach now. This area is going to be certainly better to play for heavy tanks. You're not going to get arted every single shot because it was literally fire lanes for arty. So yeah. I think it's a step in the right direction. Wargaming. I might have to unban it and try. If we get these changes, I mean, these changes are on Supertest only. We might not get them. They might tweak them. They might be a bit different. We may see them in a year or two. But for now, Airfield is still going to be staying on my ban list. I would like to see these changes at least come into the game. At least so we can try them. Put them into the map event. Don't put them on Supertest. Stick them into the map, the recon mode, so we can all try it. See, Wargaming, you've got your own idea. Don't put them on Supertest. Put them in recon mode. Then we can all play it and tell you what we think, rather than put them on Supertest and only let a limited number of people do it. Right then, on to the next map. Fisherman's Bay. So Fisherman's Bay has been in its current iteration for a few years. It was reworked majorly before. And I think it's one of those maps where you either stagnates and camps or one side rushes and wins. But the town areas were notorious for heavy tanks camping because there was a lot of clutter. And the middle was a bit meh. Some of the bushes around here didn't seem to work. These bushes seem to work better than these bushes. And once you were in the middle, there was no chance really to get out if you got caught out by a pushing enemy team. So you're kind of stuck in your limbo. Right, so let's see what the changes for this map are. Greetings, Commanders! The urban area in Fisherman's Bay has been reworked on Supertest. Positions have been added for side scraping and safe passage that allows for pushing to the centre urban area. Some covers have been moved in the central map area, while new covers have been added in the field, which should help vehicles survive at the central flank. Again, that's what I said. In addition, the terrain has been adjusted to help players from the bottom team move safely along the flank. Which flank? The flank. There's more than one flank, Wargaming. Do they mean the urban flank? I think they mean the urban flank. So, the passage from the top base to the Area 1 has been reworked. A safe passage has been added to the central urban area, and the main positions have become more convenient for side scraping. The structures in the central urban area have been rearranged, and shoot-throughs have been removed from the centre of the top base on the main road. Yeah, that's what I said, basically. Bushes have been removed from the bottom base. The structure corner has been changed to prevent long shoot-throughs at the central area. In square F9, changes have been made to the structure corner that players could previously use. F9. There. So that's where everyone used to sit behind the bush in this corner and just camp. Yeah, I saw that, to be fair. Several structures have been added at the central map area from both sides to help vehicles survive. Bushes and terrain irregularities have been added at the bottom base to make the passage along the central flank safer to match the top base. Okay. What's a central flank, though? A flank is something that's on the left or the right. I think they mean the central area, but we'll let them use that language, probably translated from Russian. Bushes and shoot-throughs have been removed from the top base. Okay. Right, then let's have a look. So they have structured this quite a bit. This house has dropped back and a lot of these buildings have gone. This house has moved to nearer the road. This house has gone. That two houses has changed into, and that's stopped snipers sitting behind them. So no sitting in that bush there to snipe the road. That's gone. There's houses there probably to protect you from, if you are sitting here, to protect you from the base. That's moved. I don't know why that's moved, but that seems all a bit odd. But there we go. A bit odd and a bit irrelevant. And we notice over here there's a bush moved there as well. Yeah, yeah, well, it'll stop camping in these sort of positions. I'd be intrigued to see. See, now I always thought that this northern part had was disadvantaged compared to the southern part. I always thought the southern part had better bushes. This quite nullifies the northern urban push, doesn't it? Next one, anyway. Let's have a look at the next flank. So now we are closer to the middle. So now really you could never come through here without getting murdered from the middle. You were getting shot all the time. Even from over there. You know, you had to literally sit here or stay behind this house here and hope that no one shot you through the bush there. So let's see what they've changed there. So they've moved this row of houses back. They've moved that house down and round. There's an extra house. There's extra houses there that should stop you getting shot. There's an extra house there. There's a lot of extra cover here from the middle. And you can actually now safely drive to here without actually having to drive down this road, which is probably better. And this house has moved. This house has gone, look. This house has gone. This house has dropped back, and so there's actually area here to pop in and side scrape as well on this corner here. Yeah, that's better. I like that. I like that. So this is this is the road where tanks would drive up here and shoot down there. Again, bush removed there. That's to stop camping. Options here to side scrape as you're coming in. as you're pushing around. Because normally you'd push around here, and unless you push with 3 or 4 tanks, you'd get farmed by tanks sitting back here. So now you can actually push in and side scrape there. Again, better for attacking. And again, these houses have all been changed. So there is now no longer windows there to shoot through. You're going to have to poke. So no using the terrain features to your advantage there. That's a brand new house, that, isn't it? Yeah. I quite like that again. So on to the next area. So this is more of the middle. So this is what it used to be like. Again, there was never any... You literally, if you drove down here, you were open to being shot from everywhere. And once you got to this corner, you couldn't necessarily push up here. You drive around this corner and get shot in the ass from the middle. Or you try and go through here and you get shot in the ass from the back or up there again. Or a tank's camping at the back. Let's see what they've changed here. So those houses have moved, probably to stop the line of fire for you going up there. And obviously, there's a little block there you can now dip into. They've taken that back as well. Look, you see here. They've all dropped back, so there's a bit of space there to pop into and side scrape if you need it. You didn't have to do it at the building back there, which was always, again, difficult to fish tanks out of. You've got space to side scrape here. You're probably quite safe side scraping here as well, so you're not going to get shot so much from the middle because of the way that building's offset. Yeah, so that's again pretty good. I think the benefit here is mostly to the attackers from the south. I don't think just that spot for defenders from the north is great, and that can actually be used again by people at south going north and pushing up that way. Next. So this is the other end. So this is where the corner where you usually side scrape and shot from the south base. You'd side scrape and shoot into the town, or you'd go to here to try and shoot into the middle. How have they changed this? Not a lot. They've literally added a bit of space to side scrape there. Well, I don't think that needed much of a change. So yeah, that seems fair enough. That does seem fair enough. Okay. Now, this is the main bit in the middle where you drive down this road and die. This is going to be... We've seen this. They've literally... Yeah, we've seen this. They've literally just taken the end buildings off and pushed those houses back so that you can get into here and side scrape. Even though there's rubble at this end, which is a bit worrying. That the one end's got rubble and the other one hasn't. So we'll see what effect that plays. Nice to keep it steady here, Wargaming. So we're now looking at the old Campen bush area from the south base. So you had this bush and this bush here. So someone would usually sit here to spot, and you get other tanks sitting here, and even as far back as here behind 3 bushes, shooting down the line. And your only hope was maybe to blind fire these bushes to see if you could hit anyone. And that house has changed. It's been pushed out, so you've got no sitting there anymore. These bushes have gone and have been replaced by a house, and those bushes have gone. So there are now no bushes you have to side scrape. That is pretty good. Yeah, I like that. These houses are also back as well, as you noticed. So on par with the other side, just so you can, get in there and not get shot probably from the middle. This is the bit where you're on the other side of the map shooting. So this is from the south spawn now. So you've got the church here overlooking the actual bay, or the port harbour, is it called? Overlooking the harbour. And you literally side scrape on this corner before. And they've changed that now, so it's a curve. The buildings are curved. I don't know why they've done that. Maybe to give you a bit more cover, a bit more chance to side scrape better here against the tanks that are up there, possibly. That should open up a shooting line there. I mean, I can't quite tell, but it looks like it will do. So I suspect that's why they've done that. Now we've got the area behind the church. So now behind the church, from the actual seafront, what have they changed here? They getting rid of these bushes so you can't sit here and snipe across. Yeah. So you can't sit here and snipe across there. I mean, did people do that? I don't think people did that. That's not going to have a big impact of that change, I don't think. Right. So now we're on to the 4 areas that we showed earlier. So this is what it was like. So basically, if you were in the middle and the enemy team pushed and you had to get out, you had to try and fall back. You were always open to fire from across here. So what have they done here? Oh, 2 buildings. Okay, interesting. And you get some cover from the back as well. So you can actually drop back to here or here and actually stand a chance of surviving. Drop back. Yeah, that might help. Might help. And I guess it's the same on the other side. Yeah, it's the same on the other side now. You always used to be able to shoot from here up this line. It looks like you're going to still be able to do that. So when the enemy pushes, it'll be again interesting to see if that shot line still works. You could farm heavy. If the heavy's pushed and then stalled there, you could just drop a medium back to here and here and farm. It looks like that's going to be safe. Train structure looks like it's been changed a bit as well. Be interesting to see if maybe it's more down this way. I don't know. Be interesting to see though, that one. Ah, no, this is the middle with the magic bush here that doesn't seem to work as good as its brother here. What have they changed here then? So they've added an extra house here and a bush here and made this house smaller. Now that's fine as long as this bush works. Yeah, as long as this bush works and it is a proper bush, then that's all good. Otherwise, it's no good. But we'll see. You know, World of Tanks. Again, it's going to be one of those things that has to be played out. I would like to give this map a try in its new form. And it looks like that house that I said had been added to be moved out. It's the one that was at the back, so they've moved that to there to give you a bit more cover rather than it being there. Yeah, that's probably all right. Oh, and finally, my favourite bush, where I sit behind it on this rock and just farm everything as they either push there or push there. And it's gone, look. And they've made this into a big area of rock, so you won't be able to get up it now. So literally, I'd sit here behind this bush, fire, and then drop back, and then pull back into the bush, fire again. Won't be able to do that because this looks like it's going to be a bigger area of rock, so you're going to have to sit here, which means you're not going to be able to snipe that corner. Be interesting to see if we can get there, a tank there, up there, and shoot through. But again, something we would like to try. So what do I think of the changes for the Fisherman's Bay map? Well, actually, I actually quite like it. I quite like them. I think it certainly evens out the town side of the map. I mean, I've noticed they haven't touched the other side of the map at all, which is fair because I think that one is quite fine. There's a decent amount of cover. They've tried to sort out the fact that if you're in the middle and you're trying to retreat because you're being pushed on the town flank, you've got no cover. They've sorted that out. They've tried to even out the bush inadequacies in the middle. I'd be interested to see whether that works or not. But, you know, again, it's a map. Put it in recon mode. You know, so that we can, rather than saying new maps on recon mode, put changed maps in recon mode as well, so that we can give you some feedback. So it's not just the super testers wargaming. I would really like to play this map. Maybe should be applying to be a super tester. Who knows? I welcome the fact that wargaming are making these changes. I'm just thinking they're a bit, maybe they just need to make them available to a few more people. But yeah, well done wargaming. I like it. I mean, Airfield is still staying on my ban list for now. But yeah, I look forward to seeing these changes come into the game. Well done and keep up the good work. Positive from me. Can you believe it? So there we go. That's what's in the news for this week. What do you think of the new maps? Have you taken a look at the changes? How did I present the changes on the video? Do you like this kind of format? Did I go into it too much? Did I go into it too little? What do you think? I mean, this is the information that we've been given by Wargaming, so this is all we can do. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you all again next time for more What in the News.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I rode a tank, held a general's rank, when the front lines rained and the teams just stank. Whoa! Pleased to meet ya. Don't you guess my name? Oh yeah. Oh, what's puzzling you is the nature of this game. Ha ha!